Hey guys, we're supposed to be doing other things, and we have these requests and all this other crap, but screw that noise, we're gonna play some Zelda.
I'm fine with that.
Alright.
It never goes how we expect it to, but
This is true.
sometimes it's for the better, like in this case.
For the monthly, last month?
Last month. Still this month. I still have yet to do my my monthly for this month. I've been so distracted with all of the Halloween Let's Plays that I've been doing. Plus, as I told you earlier, I just got a PS4 and I'm playing the hell out of a lot of the games I got for that. So yeah,
This guy buys a new PS4, can't even get a motherboard. I'm joking, by the way. No, so for October's monthly, I did Majora's Mask, or the first fourth of Majora's Mask. And as you guys may have noticed, I had massive amounts of slowdown. Randomly. And my machine is not the best machine. I mean, to be honest, I think I built Jade a better one. As far as the parts go. I still have a solid state, which totally kicks his ass. But, that's not the point.
I think that for the N64 version, I think you need like a special expansion pack to play Majora's Mask.
You do! You do. And that, my friends, this is the GameCube re-release.
Mm-hmm.
That has Majora's Mask, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, and then 20 minutes of Wind Waker, because we wanted that in our life.
I have that version also.
Yeah. So that's what I'm playing it on, and when you boot up Majora's Mask, it says, "Caution, the audio may sound weird, but fear not, it's only for this game." So whatever they did in Majora's Mask that made it eat up more power or RAM or whatever the hell it was, I think it was RAM, causes lag issues. Because I booted this game up just to test it, and flawless. So that and the maps are smaller in this one and a little more concise, but I'm pretty sure it's the RAM issue.
Yeah, whatever reason that necessitated it having to use need that expansion pack.
The jump booster or whatever. Fun fact about that I forgot to mention in the videos. When I got the game, I got it for my birthday.
The GameCube disc?
No, the actual N64 game back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Because my parents had given me like this one a few years before, and I love this game. So they were like, "Yeah, we'll get a Majora's Mask," and then they had to give me the expansion thing too, right? Well, one of my friends had a friend, came over, saw I had the game, decided they were going to steal the game.
What?
Yeah. And went home to play it, but they didn't have the expansion pack. So we had to go all around town. I say town. I'm gonna close that. We had to go all around the base we lived on and track down the game, and we did, because my dad engraved our names in all of our games. Yeah, look at that, look at that. No issues. It's pretty great. Anyway, here's waifu number 1, according to some people. I don't understand, but Sure, if you're into little girls with green hair.
This game turned out to be full of them.
Yeah, we'll see if I can do all the tricks and all the stuff. Yeah! Oh, wait, hold on. Yep, Z targeting. So, there's a chick right there.
Yep.
Chick!
She gives you the tutorial on that.
Was it? No, it's over here. Stealing your money. Alright, so we need like $40 and we need a sword.
I think it's 30 that you need to buy the Deku shield.
I thought it was 40.
Maybe. I thought I remembered it being 30 though.
Let's go check. Give me another $5. Yeah.
Nuts. Well, you're almost there already.
Let's see. How much are you? Nope, 40.
Oh, it is 40. Okay.
See ya.
Well, you're more than halfway there already. I think if you go after the sword now, you should be able to find the.
Oh.
Oh, well, there you go. You're already well on the way.
Yeah, I need to get up to the top.
Along that bridge, I think that
Right
Kakiri gives you a whole bunch. Yeah.
Alright. This is the part I'm worried about.
3D platforming was still kind of a fickle thing back in the N64 days.
Yeah, especially with my Dark Souls controller here. Hey! Alright, that was random. What do you want, Navi? Yep, I gotcha.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
She just wants to make sure you're staying on track. Aw, was it only the first one? Alright, well. No! 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 I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, Link. So it took me forever to figure out, like, this was the way to go the first time.
I think the very first time I played this game, it took me a little while too.
Oh, one short. Lame. Oh, there we go. We're good.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah! Sword.
Mm-hmm.
It's hidden treasure. You can borrow it. Mm-hmm.
Quote, unquote.
That was weird. Let's...
Makes you manually equip it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the options screen still looks kind of funkified, though.
Hmm.
See how blurry he looks?
Yeah, well, this was still relatively early N64.
I think this is just Dolphin being weird. Anyway. Anyway, it's October, so let's go kill us a spider.
And you could still make this part of the October monthly, since it does involve a trading side quest still.
It's got like 2 of them, didn't it? Well, no, just one really long one.
Well, a couple of them. There is the mask. There is the mask side quest, which kind of is probably where they got the idea for Majora's Mask. And then there's, of course, that trading quest for getting the Bigoron sword a little bit later.
Yeah. What? No, I didn't buy the shield yet.
Oh, yeah, he wants you to... Yeah, Mido's kind of a dick.
I forgot to buy the shield. Apes. You got a thing! No. All things considered, though, I think I did pretty good in Majora's Mask for not having played it in
Yeah.
a long time.
Majora's Mask's kind of hard to get a grasp on because of the whole time resetting system. It's kind of weird.
Man, when was the last time I played that? 2004 had to be the last time I played that.
Oh, wow.
Maybe before then. It's been a long time. On my N64, which I no longer have, was the last time I played it.
I was playing the 3DS version. I'm currently up to the, the Great Bay Temple.
With Macau. Macau, the Rockstar Zora?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only ever beat the Woodfall. I never, put a real effort into it, though. Because I was like, you have to reset time and lose everything. This is dumb. So I quit playing.
Yeah, that was...
So, the DS version, some of the changes they made are super nice.
Yeah, I think comparing the 3DS and the N64 versions, the 3DS, it made a few changes to try to make it a little more player friendly, I think.
Yeah, the owl statues you can actually save at.
Yeah.
And then when you do the speed up time, it lets you choose the hour instead of just sending you ahead 6. If you knew that one. Which is nice, since everything in that game is starts at a very specific time and crap.
Yeah.
So that was in my monthly, the second and third day of the first cycle, I had already done everything, so I had nothing to do.
Yeah, there was so much micromanaging in that game, knowing what happens on every hour of every day.
That jerk hit me. Yeah, I was surprised I actually did the Deku mini game. I've seen people do it, and I've all heard them complain about it being ruthless and unforgiving and stupid. But I wasn't aware just how true that was. I was like, surely it can't be that bad. And yeah, it is that bad. Have you finished it yet?
I have not.
Yeah, Zelda on the 3DS, they look good, but having to move with that little nub.
Oh yeah, the little stick, the little C stick. Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it that. It's just like a little nub. It's like the PSP nub.
Yeah, something like that.
It's so terrible. I've I have Ocarina of Time on it, and I've beaten that, 100%ed it. Except for the gold Skulltulas, because I don't... It's not even worth... It's not worth it. Like, the reward you get is just stupid. Like, up to 50 for sure, but past that, it's not worth it.
Yeah, up to 50 for the wallet upgrade, and after that, it just gives you... Doesn't it just give you more money?
Every time you go in there, he fills your wallet.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Really, the whole 100 Skulltula thing is just bragging rights.
Yeah. So, I've done that, and then I've gotten, I want to say, to the Fire Temple with Master Quest.
Oh, okay.
But I also have the GameCube version of Ocarina of Time and Master Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have the actual disc.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice.
And I never got further than that. Like, on that version and the DS version. Could never get past the Fire Temple. I mean, the whole game... What they do is they make the whole game mirrored.
Yeah, it's like... I think that, from what I heard, the overworld is about the same, but the dungeons are completely rearranged, right?
The whole game is mirrored.
Oh, okay. Like the like between the GameCube and Wii versions of Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Like, so, all right. So everything's left and right is switched. So this room, flip it 130, 180 it, and that's what it would look like.
Huh.
So, like, Link is right-handed instead of left-handed, like he is here, right? Just everything's backwards. First off, like, overworld, dungeons, everything is backwards. So that messes with you. But then they also change enemy locations, they change item locations, they completely change how puzzles are done. It's...
Yeah.
So it's a whole different game, which would sound fine, but they made it harder because it's Master Quest, right? So, I mean, that's like the original Zelda, Master Quest, you know?
Yeah.
Everything's changed around and harder, except on top of that, they flopped the whole world.
If you viewers recall, I did that earlier this year. The original NES Legend of Zelda, both original Quest and Master Quest. And Master Quest is a major step up from the original. I mean, original Quest in Zelda, I can beat with almost my eyes closed. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. But Master Quest is a completely different thing altogether.
I don't really need the compass, but whatever. Yeah, so that's pretty much how they wanted to run things there. What is... Oh, it's that button. Okay. Now, I was trying to remember what button I mapped it to. Ah! So, I couldn't find a decent USB N64 controller. Like, some exist, but they all have really terrible reviews.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. I haven't tried any out myself.
So, I'm using an Xbox controller. A is A, because, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
B is X.
What about GameCube? Are there any, like, USB GameCube controllers that are any good?
Same thing.
Like,
there's, like, one, and it, like, everybody hates it.
Because, like I said, Ocarina of Time right here. I beat it on the GameCube version, and I think the GameCube controller is pretty all right for.
Yeah, GameCube had an amazing controller.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, huge step up from the N64 controller, but
yeah.
I don't know if that's saying a whole lot.
Yay, we got a thing. Yeah, so X is my B. Alright, and this is a 360 controller. The movement joystick I'm using for movement, obviously. The other joystick... Oops. The other joystick I have set to the C stick. I don't think the... I have the pad set to the pad, which doesn't do anything in this game. L, or LB, left bumper, I've got Z set to Z. Right bumper set to R, because it'd be weird if my shield wasn't there. And then Z is set to right trigger.
Okay. That still works pretty well.
It's how the GameCube one's set up, I think. From what I can remember, like just going off muscle memory, having not booted it up my GameCube in forever. Yay, we did it!
That's another thing. It took me a while to figure out too. They had to jump down through that.
Yep.
Through that spider web on the floor.
I think it eventually got to the point where it's like, I need some health. Oh, there's a heart. Jump. Like we said, up to 50 necessary. After that, not so much.
Yep.
Whee! Aw, can you not get this one by backflipping up to it?
You might. You might have to jump up. You have to jump over to it from the
From here?
the
Yeah.
stair.
That's what I normally do, but I was thinking, for some reason I was thinking you could just backflip onto it.
There we go.
Think. Hoop. Hoop.
Burn the web.
Is this my 23's number one, dude?
He might be the one who gives you a hint for that. Yeah, I think so.
Yep. He's not here in the Master Quest. And the code is no longer 231. So that's annoying. I don't remember what it is, but it's not that. So you just gotta keep hitting them until it eventually works. Yep, I know how to swim. Yep, thanks. Alright, this part sucks. And it's not that it's hard, it's just that I tend to mess it up. And I think I did.
As most people will attest to, underwater controls can be a little...
Finicky.
Yes.
No, I should be good here, right? Maybe?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo. If only you could turn tutorials off. Like, I get it. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Navi. You're a doll.
Try playing Mega Man X5.
Mega Man. Yeah, no.
And then you will know true pain as far as Forest tutorials are concerned.
You seeing this?
Yes.
I could never do this on the N64. I could never do the free spin.
Mm-hmm.
Could never do it.
Ah.
And I've heard people argue that the N64 had the best stick out of anything. So I'll admit, it's a pretty good stick. Best? It's kind of stretching it.
I can't speak from direct experience. I never played a whole lot of the actual N64. It was kind of the lost Nintendo console for me, since I've never actually, that of the main Nintendo consoles that are out so far, this is the only one that I haven't actually owned.
Oh.
During this era, I was
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got fortunate. We got both of them.
Yeah. Me, I went for that. I went for that Mega Man 8 and Final Fantasy 7. Wild Arms, all that other good stuff. Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
That was the stuff I was playing during this era.
So it's kind of, I don't know if it's funny, but so my cousin got a PlayStation, and his mom decided he didn't need an N64 and a PlayStation, so she sent us his N64. And this was like, I guess 98. Maybe 97. Because I got Zelda the year.
I want to say. I think this game came out in 98.
Yeah. So I want to say it was like Christmas 97. She sent us the N64. And then my brother's dad sent him for Christmas a PlayStation. So we were fortunate enough to have both.
Nice.
Didn't get a Dreamcast, obviously. And then the only reason I ever got a PS2 was because through some miracle I won it in a raffle. So.
Nice.
No idea how that happened, but it did. But my brother likes wrestling games, or used to. Well, actually, no, he still plays the wrestling games. So he likes wrestling games. PlayStation had a couple wrestling games, and they were all super terrible, like the original PlayStation.
Well, yeah, I played WCW Thunder on PlayStation. While I really loved it then, it probably hasn't aged well. Let's just say.
Thunder. I mean, you had Thunder. You had ECW. You had. I think the first one was Raw's War or Attitude or something. They were terrible. They were all terrible. And then they were. And then then N64 had like No Mercy, WCW versus NWO. The characters weren't really going for that realistic look yet.
Yeah, I heard the N64 ones were actually. I've heard fonder opinions of the N64 ones. I think
so much better. The controls were a lot easier. They had at least the WWF ones, not necessarily the WCW ones, but the WWF ones. You had customization, and you could like create your own character, and then you had to.
Wow, they had customization back.
Yeah,
back in the N64 ones. Wow.
Yeah, you could play for like do storyline title things, which I still haven't seen him do anything like that since on any of the new games.
Really?
Yeah, like it was so much more in depth. It made me hate Eddie Guerrero because he's a cheap bastard. When you're trying to go for the hardcore championship, little shit, he goes to the Acolytes, and unless you pay them X amount of money, you have to fight both of them at the same time and then fight him. And a full hardcore match is... You could, like, drag him backstage, kind of like Thunder and Mayhem. You could drag him backstage and beat the crap out of him and stuff. They had unique moves that you could unlock, costumes, like, they had a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, and since it was on the N64, it was, you know, multiplayer. Like, way multiplayer. So my dad would play with us, like all three of us, my dad, my brother, and me, would all play, like, the Royal Rumble. And
yeah, because the N64 had 4 controller ports as opposed to the other consoles at the time still just had 2.
Yeah.
Which you could still get 4 player, but you had to buy a special peripheral for it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice! One cycle the damn thing. One cycle Goma, nice.
No, I knocked her down from the ceiling. It's 2 cycle.
Okay. Still.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too shabby.
So yeah, like, by far, like, the better ones were on the N64.
Mm-hmm.
And then PS1 just has so many great RPGs, and my brother's just not an RPG guy, like, at all. So when it came to that, it was really like, I mean, there was some games on PlayStation, Twisted Metal, that kind of thing, that he really liked. But it had so many RPGs, and then when his friends would come over, they'd play, like, the South Park game, or they'd bring over Perfect Dark, or there was another one they used to play. And it wasn't GoldenEye. It wasn't GoldenEye.
Yeah, that's the one everyone talks about during, like, N64 multiplayer.
Yeah, never had it. We never had it. Do I have to? Can I skip this? Damn it.
But thou must.
Yeah. So, when his friends and stuff would all come over, like, so the N64 was in my room and the PlayStation was in his room, because the N64 was mine, the PlayStation was his, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'd pretty much just swap rooms at that point, because it was like, you know, me and my friends are over here, we need your N64 because they brought whatever. Like, alright, well, I'm going to go play, you know, Wild Arms or Jade Cocoon or whatever. I'll go play that on the other one. And he was like, okay. But we never really had a lot of N64 games. Just for whatever reason. I mean, we got a Rumble Pack, and we did have, like, 2 memory cards. But we just had Zelda, Turok, the couple wrestling games, Super Mario, of course.
Now's the thing with the N64, though, is this was where its first-party curse really started to hit. Like, a lot of its really good, memorable games most of them were first-party. The Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Super Mario 64, Star Fox 64, Smash Brothers, all that. Those were all the really memorable games for the 64.
Yeah. We never had Smash Brothers either. Like, the games you would think that normal kids would have, but we didn't have them. Because we got, like 2 games a year. You got a game on your birthday, and you got a game at Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So you played what you had, and you were happy.
Was the case with a lot of us as kids.
So, I mean, I had a game called BioFreaks, which is completely ridiculous 3D fighting game where there's a lot of blood and stuff. My dad thought it was funny. My mom, not so much. We had Killer Instinct Gold, which was Killer Instinct 2, basically. Because we used to have Killer Instinct for the Super Nintendo, and my dad was like, "Oh yeah, that was fun," so he picked that up at one point. But it was really weird because, like, so we had a NES and a SNES, and then we got those 2 new consoles, and the NES and the SNES disappeared. Right? I don't know how they did it, but somehow they being my parents, like, just, they replaced them, like, overnight. Like, we got the things at Christmas, you know, hooked them up and whatever, we were playing, and then they just took the old consoles and shipped them off to my grandma.
Oh, wow.
Where they're still at, and they still work. But she doesn't have a tube TV anymore, so I can't play Duck Hunt and be super awesome.
Yeah, because I know Duck Hunt is one of a lot of those games that use the light gun for the NES pretty much required you to have like a specific type of television.
Yeah, you have to have a CRT.
Yeah.
That doesn't work otherwise.
It's not going to work on modern TVs. Which is why I know Nintendo did release like an updated Duck Hunt on Virtual Console where you use the Wii remote. I haven't played that myself, so I don't know exactly how well that really did compared to the NES game.
You know, I don't think anybody would have bought Duck Hunt by itself had it not, like, been paired with Super Mario.
Well, yeah, that was the big thing is back when the NES was still new, at least in its heyday, where you had like the Duck Hunt Super Mario Brothers dual cartridge. That's the version just about everybody has.
Yeah.
There are like just standard Super Mario Brothers cartridges by themselves without Duck Hunt, but I don't see them nearly as often. It's usually the Super Mario Brothers, the ones that are paired with Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
That I ever see.
So, there's, like, one more thing we want to do before we leave the forest.
Yes, there's...
Well, there's a couple, but...
Yeah, there's... I know there's a couple of heart pieces you can get here in the Lost Woods if you know how to...
Yeah.
To get them.
But we can do this right now without initiating any story.
Yeah.
It's inverted, too, which is... weird. There we go. Cool, you're great. You're perfect and stuff.
Yes, the seed bag. We can carry more seeds, yay.
Yeah. Alright, that's the only thing we can do right now.
I think for one of them, you have to leave the Kokiri Forest and have that cutscene with Saria.
Spoiler alert.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm spoiling an 18-year-old game. What will I ever do?
It is 18, isn't it?
Well, it came out in 1998, right?
Yeah. Man, that's old. Speaking of 1998, we were watching Trigun earlier. Love me some Trigun. We just got to the Angel Arm part. And like the whole show, she's been why is it called Trigun? Why is it called Trigun? And then that happens, and I was like, you get it? You get it? Because it's got 3 guns? And she was not amused. That being said, Wolfwood for life. Just saying. Best character ever. If you ever saw Trigun.
I have. It's been a little while, but yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't seen, like, any of the classics.
Really?
Yeah, Trigun, Big O, Cowboy Bebop, Inuyasha, like, any anime from, like, that time period, like, she's never seen. So yeah, like Jade started to say before I cut him off, this has been Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We got the first dungeon down, and I think the first video down. Oh, yeah, the first video's done, because I am not even about to let that owl talk. There's only one owl, and he is not in this game.
Nobody is ready for that damn owl.
I wish you could shoot him. Can we sneak up on him and shoot him?
Shoot me their slingshot.
Is he there? Is he there for me? There he is.
There he is. Yeah.
You little creepy bastard. Yeah.
No. He has plot armor.
Yeah, he does. Asshole.
Piece of shit.
Alright, later guys.
See you guys.